we are live. So I'll say indeed, and greetings unto us, beloved and holy friends. Thank you for joining me again on another conscious evolution. It is hot, but it's Wednesday. So I'm going to dance in gratitude in the new space. I'm going to be under the trees so I won't get directly scorched by the sunlight. I don't know if the pass through is gonna be really good though. So you up there and you down here, I love you. We love you too, Kristen. Sending you blessings. Are we ready? You see my stuff still laying here. I had to move my camera again to get some better signal. That should be fine. Wake and stay. I don't know if I wanna put the microphone behind the camera. I pulled a muscle in my back. No yoga today. Joy V, we did miss you. We talked about missing you as well. Sending you blessings. I hope your muscle in your back is better soon. Yes, now. Bless you. Simon, thank you for joining us, friend. I'm gonna go dance underneath that tree. That's my plan of action. Thank you, friends, for joining me. I'll play the music.
What gets you in the gym? It's not your alarm. It's not your parents. It's you. It's you. It's you. It's you. The only one that can make it happen to you, it's you.
It's really hard to be led by your gut. But I'm not qualified. But I'm not good enough. But I'm not smart enough. But I didn't go to the right school. I don't have enough money. But. If you're ever gonna step into your destiny, you're gonna have to get over your butt. Now is the time to grind. I say enough's enough, man, and I'm gonna make a change, and I'm gonna keep going until I get it. You chase something that you believe you deserve until you get it. And it doesn't matter what happens to you, it doesn't matter how many times you get fired, it doesn't matter how many people don't believe in you. Are you tired yet? Some of you need to get tired. You need to get tired of what's going on in your life. Get tired of your habits. Get tired of the actions that you're putting out there. Woke up one day, stop making excuses. Stop making excuses.
Goodness. Yeah. I can be shamed. The song is not supposed to shame you. It's supposed to encourage you. Only you can make the difference. I need to go get some water. Goodness, I'm getting cooked out here. You gonna give me a second? You like this view? Let me give you sky. Yeah. Be right back. Ooh. Yeah, you can see it is ridiculously hot. I'll be dancing more till it looks hot. You got tomato face, bra. It's well above 100 degrees Fahrenheit here. And when I dance like that, I increase my internal temperature. And the combination of the two, goodness, is taxing. I'm gonna sit down for a second and then we'll go back to dance some more. So I got back in bed after yoga and somehow pulled something when I got back up. Who the hell gets their back getting out of bed? Me. After yesterday's yoga, that is. I'm so sorry, Joy Vive. I know those moments are not comfortable. And we would rather want for it to be differently. Right? Sound like bubble wrap when I get out of bed, I feel, yeah. Time to replace your mattress, Joy. Maybe that could be another potential solution. I'm going to vape some sour diesel. I believe that will at least help. It's not going to make me any colder, but it will help me cope with the heat a little bit at least. It's nice having you here, Duck Dad. Let John come running to start biting at Moscow. Motivation shaving. Nah. John may need to, like, he did intend to dance with me, and then he felt the heat. I don't blame him, right? The only reason I'm dancing is because I love you, friends, not because I really want to today. It is, it is. I can feel the temperature. The air is fresh at least. Might be hot, but fresh air we're getting. So John was going to chase the scarf. About you this morning. Take care of you. Love is true. Thank you, Joe, for reminding her as well. Someone reached out from my handyman Craigslist and wants to offer me a 1970s vintage Ludwig drum set for some electrical work. Score diggity. Bless you, bro. Got a brand new one, Sam. think he just turned and pulled wrong. That could be it. Poor baby Joy. We love you, friend. I believe you'll get better before we know. Right? One of my lines from yoga. We have this divine ability to heal ourselves. And this will be no exception, Joy Vive. I really do like the lighting here. Love is true. I've gotten my breath back. Look at this! You notice something different? It's blue now. The one my dad bought me died yesterday. But I got another. Same but different, right? Green is heart chakra. And I had to get upgraded to blue. I had to do it. I could have taken another green one, but I opted not to. Sour diesel, here we come. It really is, right? Such an awesome blue. Mmm, that's tasty. Sour. Sour it is. Like eating a type of sour candy. New fire stick, yeah. That's hella funny. John was like, dance, yeah, that sounds great. And then he felt the heat. Yeah. Like this might be one of those TMI kind of things, but my shirt is literally soaked in sweat right now. Sour diesel, that's a new one. It is a new one. I got some recently. This was 37 Rand a gram. Yeah, I know you don't know Rand. 37 Rand is like $2. It's $2 a gram for the sour diesel. It's really nice though. Sour diesel was one of the first strains I ever smoked in my life. I do not remember it tasting so good, but I also combusted it, so it's a nice enough to shops to get button new fire sticks, right? Right, like less than 5 kilometers away, right? 3 miles away, I got myself a new fire stick. You dance, you've been thanked. You sit the rest of it. No. Now I want to dance more. $2 a gram for sour diesel. Anyone's else BS meter going off. It is outdoor. If that makes it go down easier, Sam. Not exactly, I like the other stuff I have is 137 Rand a gram. That's about $7-ish, 6-ish, $7-ish, right? But this was $2 a gram for sour diesel shake. Yeah, it is kind of shake. It's like little larfy popcorn nugs. They're small little buds as well. I didn't get pop cola nugs. I got like the little scrawnies. But it's still nice. Still has, the THC on it. I just handed my phone to Terra Nova to finish watching a video before we leave. She saw the notification, thumbnail, and exclaimed, "Mom, I found your yoga human on your phone." Yeah, it must be a trip actually. Just randomly seeing me on the YouTubes. I'm thinking about that 9-year-old kid we found in Dolstrom again. Whoa, I don't think you could even buy outdoor here if you wanted to. Yeah, outdoor is technically better in some ways. At least from what I've experienced, all of my outdoor bud are more terpene forward than my indoor bud. The indoor bud is aesthetically very beautiful, right? Looking at it makes you feel good, but the taste isn't as great, right? And for me, I'm all about the taste, so I might end up only buying indoor if that ends up being the case. Right, you'd pay $50 an eighth for that here. It could even be, if it could even be found, 10 pound a gram here. Yeah, more incentive to come to South Africa, right? Gonna bank all of that tourist checks that South Africa is paying me to convince people to come here. I have cut my breath, so I'm gonna go dance again. goodness gracious. I can't. I have danced. Nobody can point fingers and say, where's the dancing melt, right? Yeah. I think I need to go and wet this. It is dry as a bone. Need to make a 3-sig mix with the CEBA. Swagger like check. Excellent hip movement. Breathe. I'm breathing, oh. I'm just out of breath because I spent it all. I'm gonna point it there. You'll see me missioning to go and get some water. 1 second. Let me give you more perspective. I am returned. Yeah. Yeah. Nature. Oh, nature, I love you. Oh. Whew. Whew. Goodness. Who thought that was a good idea? I did. I don't regret it. I'm beat, but in a good way. Like, I just summited a mountain and I get to appreciate the view. Not that I've done that many times in my life, to add some honesty. Whew. Yeah. That helps so much. It kind of feels like I'm in a hot pool, but I can feel the pool getting colder as the air washes over my body. I'm opening chat. I see my quality is great. So good. My internet is so fast. Manifest more. I don't think you could even buy outdoor place again. You can buy a lot of outdoor here in South Africa. I get mates rate, so probably 1.6 per gram. That's not too bad. I bet they have outdoor by Swampy in Florida. Only place to really get good results. It's a little high, Simon. $100 a can in Oz. That's insane. The song gives me some UK Jimmy vibes. It did. It did have that UK grime. That wow, 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 wow. Yeah, that grunge. That I'm working a 9 to 5 and I have one night to let go of all of this bullshit I've been holding in. Stompy, stompy. People dancing their anger away. I haven't even introduced today's stream topic. Today's stream topic is the difference or the versus between respecting people's choices and respecting their reasoning, right? That seems to be the lessons I've learned, where I am asked to respect people's choices, even though I don't respect their reasoning, right? I feel like maybe just reminding ourselves that that is possible, that you might not agree with someone and what they're doing. You can disagree, however, with how they reason as to why they're doing it, right? Like the conversation came up over and over again about programming, right? Our own programming and reprogramming ourselves. How hard that is. The fact that that's possible, right? The whole people calling other people NPC thing is another way to get at saying that those individuals might be running the same code over and over again, right? And they don't ever try and break out of that code paradigm, that little box they're in, forgetting that ultimately each and every single one of us are programmers as well, right? So in this reasoning versus choice fractal, the actual program that's being run might be Tani? Tani, can I put Tani a pakkie cookies bring? My ma bak cookies. Kan ek vir Tannie 'n pakkie bring daarvan?
Dis okay, skus.
Dis reg Tannie, ek wil net vir Tannie geoffer het. Lekker dag vir Tannie. I had to offer the lady who lives that side of the property a pair of cookies. My mom baked me an extra batch of, well, a batch of havermout cookies. They're a type of oats. A type of rolled oats. Rolled oats, some sugar, some butter, and what else? Eggs. It's very simple, but absolutely delicious. So I brought a bunch to give away. I've given the owner of the property a bag, and I've given the person that's our neighbor there a bag as well. She's the only one I could still give a bag of cookies to. I don't know if it's her property though. She might be coming to visit someone. I think I'm like choking on the air right now a little bit. The air feels aggressive. The air straight up feels aggressive. Like the rest of my body is cooling down, but the air is not registering in the same way. Now it's causing my throat to get all like stretchy and itchy. It's a whole trip. I should breathe through my nose probably. That will help. First time to play drums when she leaves in 12 days. I just started melt dancing like a madman to try and get kiddo up for school. She asked if I was broken. Bruh. If you dancing like that a little bit to get her ready for school warrants are you broken? I don't even wanna know what I am. Right? I guess I'm melted. You know, like if you have a knife and it's melted, I guess you would name that broken. Right? It's not a knife anymore. It is now a pile of goo. Melty deserves a ice cold Coca-Cola. I do not endorse this endorsement of Coca-Cola. I do not want an ice cold Coke. I want this glass of water. Clean water. It's not even cold. In fact, it's like probably 30 degrees Celsius. I would rather have warm water than an ice cold Coca-Cola right now. Just to make it very clear. I don't know if I'm doing myself any favors with the advertisers. I'm sorry. Actually, Coca-Cola, great. Coca-Cola, yum yum. Coca-Cola, good. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm gonna put it down. I know what you mean. You were offering me a nice cold beverage, and I appreciate that, Simon. Melt on here looking like Guybrush 3 wood. Mighty pirate. Do I look like a pirate right now? Do I look like a scallywag? Do I look like I can be up to some shenanigans? And what's the other one? Tomfoolery? Yeah. I could be a pirate in another life. I probably was one in another life. Let's be honest, Sam. Yeah. Yeah, now the new seas is the internet, isn't it? The air feels aggressive, living in Chicago vibes. It's rough. My neighbors give me noise pollution. Well, Simon, I would be your neighbors, bro. I would be the noise polluting neighbors. So, the same way you can love me, try and love them, right? Respect their choice to be noisy. Don't respect their reasoning. You don't have to respect that, right? You can be like, these assholes being so noisy all the time, but respecting that choice. I don't know if you have any like in-ear earphones to listen to your own music to or something. I'm not saying that's a solution indefinitely, but it might be temporarily. Runs after neighbors, shouting and aggressively offers them cookies. Like, I keep telling your friends that I'm autistic, you know, and you keep being like, oh, I'm out, I'm skinny. Right? I feel like I've gone past the barrier where instead of being nonverbal, and I'm not saying it's the same, right? There was a part in my life where I had to stay quiet instead. I would rather just say things. I've gotten over caring what you think. Like, and my favorite quote that I remind myself over and over again when I start to care what people think goes, what other people think about you is none of your business. Right? From the perspective of in your business, you have an active role to play. You know, you can guide things, you can manage things. When it comes to other people's minds, you trying to guide things and manage things, it's just going to cause more of this thing that you are stressing about, which is them potentially disliking you or thinking you're weird or thinking you're an asshole. Add your insecurity here, right? And I believe that I can be authentically myself and people can form an opinion of that. And the people that form the opinion that's going to be the most indicative of love will gravitate towards me. Those who form opinions that is that of other will remove themselves from me. They won't be gone, right? On a cosmic scale, we're closer than the atom and neutron star. But we won't have to occupy the same space, right, as those atoms. We'll get to mingle with the atoms that we share an affinity to. We want to give electrons to. I don't even know what I'm saying. I don't know if it's supposed to make sense. It's just supposed to be sounds at this point. Love is true. Cookies, eat them, bro. Like, the way I look, she might think I was trying to drug her or something, you know? Like, put a bunch of cannabis in her cookies. Oh, goodness. You see what I'm doing right now? I did it. I cared for a second what she thought about me, and instantly I catastrophized. Yeah, it's none of my business. It's none of my business what she thinks. I went to a crab feed this weekend with friends. They were getting drinks and asked for a Diet Coke. Why they all look at me like I got 3 heads. I didn't want the beer and wine on offer. Yeah. Again, right? And my favorite way of articulating this, I can't even remember who said it, but it's like this mentality where people that are drinking for some reason believe that if every single other person is also drunk in that environment, the energy of the party or the group will take on another level, right? So you choosing to not partake of the alcohol, which is technically calorie ridden, and on top of that, as soon as you consume alcohol, your body basically switches into survival mode, tries to process the ethanol first because it kills you. So it like switches off your digestive tract, it switches off your processing of your nutrients, and literally has to bank things. So you end up becoming fatter quicker if you drink regularly as well. So yeah, I get a joy. I've had my fair share of getting looked at like I have 3 heads when I say I do not drink. But then I get a look of like, oh, he only has 2 heads when I say I smoke weed instead. Do your friends smoke weed? right? Maybe you should have told them, you know, I'd rather drink Diet Coke and smoke a joint than drink some wine or beer right now, kind of vibe. Is it mind blowing how many times people have said that I'm far too outgoing to be autistic? Well, it's a healthy mix of nerves and your desire to like me. Yeah, it is very nervy. That is also true, right? I feel like that should also be stated. Just because I don't care what people think about me doesn't mean it's super intense to me in the moment, right? It's like a performance, you know. And I feel like maybe when I do care what people thinks about me, it's like when you fail in your own mind what your performance is supposed to be, right? Maybe we're supposed to articulate it from a more metaphysical perspective, like persona, ego, consciousness, right? Your consciousness sees all. I believe consciousness looks through every single node of existence, right? It's the center of everything in existence. And from that consciousness, that masculine stability, feminine is allowed to dance infinitely, right? Creating all change, this experience that we see. So if that consciousness sees all, there's nothing to be embarrassed about, right? It's literally seen everything. It's like you're not embarrassed about your own genitalia. I'm sorry to make it weird, right? But you might be embarrassed if somebody else looks at your genitalia. I'm sorry. I had to like make the point very clear, because to you, you have been in that observer perspective. It's something that you're used to, so it's no longer something that's weird to you. However, from an ego perspective, I think it's ego that gets involved, right? Because when another person looks at you, they're looking at the ego, right? This face, this body, this personality. I don't even think personality goes in there, right? And then as soon as you use this ego to express, that's what persona is. So I feel like maybe I'm trying to articulate to myself. If you lean more into the part of yourself that has literally seen everything, there's less to be embarrassed about. If you lean into the part of yourself that is physical, you might be self-conscious when it comes to the things you cannot change, right? Like the way you look. Oh, my hair looks so and so. Now this person looks at me and they must be thinking, oh, look at their hair, right? That's ego getting involved. And then persona is when you communicate, you say something, you share an idea, and then a person kind of like assumes things about you, or, you know, agrees with you. I don't even know where I'm going with this. Just like articulating that to myself feels like I've gained some more perspective. So I'm going to try and lean into the conscious perspective, right? Nothing is weird. Every little bit helps. Yes, it does, Simon. Thank you, dear friend. You have technically bought our potatoes today. I bought 2 bags of potatoes, and every little bit helps, man. Bless you. It's a love again. Sometimes the beer selection is utter shit at those events. Even here in KC, there is an objectively hard to find bad beer. Like the air is choking me, bro. It did drop from like high 60s humidity to, let me see. This is not our humidity. Man, it's not on here. I'm not going to do it right now. Last I checked, it was like 37. That's lower than I'm used to. In Groblersdal, it rarely gets below 40. It's 47 there right now. And it does feel a little bit scratchy. I think I've had one with the lemon before, Simon. I'll have to give it a try. Wrong with that, JV. Ice and lemon. Yeah, apparently the Diet Coke and lemon is a thing that people have been doing for a while. Like even, like you can squirt the lemon into the Diet Coke, right? You don't just eat the lemon, you like literally juice the lemon into it. Adds a little bit of extra acidity. I think I'm just going to have to drink more water in stream. Tell me though, how have you friends been feeling? How has this change affected you, if at all? Do you feel the stream is different? Has there been a difference in my energy? I feel so, right? I am a little bit lighter. I had a nightmare. I took a nap this afternoon. And my nightmare, and it, like the energy and the feeling you get when you have a nightmare, like that sense of anxiety and dread. I had all of that. But the experience I was having is the little humidity domes that I have over my plants getting blown away by the wind. And it felt so comical waking up from that nightmare, being like, that is what my brain in this moment considers a worst case scenario. The worst thing that could happen to me right now is my humidity domes could blow away. I have them affixed with rocks, because they did blow away once, and then I fixed them with rocks, and now the insecurity is like, oh yeah, oh no, don't blow away the humidity domes. Roast potatoes in goose fat. I don't think we have goose fat, but that does sound nice. Ah, we should have bought butter. I forgot again. Did you dice them up and make some fries, Sam? Potatoes. I eat so many potatoes for breakfast morning. This morning. How about that, Sam? How about that? Like Louise woke up this morning, and while we were sitting and having chats, she mentioned that she wants potatoes. So it seems potatoes are in style today. Roasted whole with olive oil and pink Himalayan salt, nice. Then stuffed with Kerrygold butter. Okay. That makes sense, yeah. You cut them in half and then you put the butter inside. Those are really nice. Bless you. That sounds exquisite. Like the spuds. Apparently they're high in vitamins as well. I found this out recently. Like potatoes are actually pretty good when it comes to a food source. I just think it's our means of preparation that falls short, but I think the way that Sam did it might be the best way that you can eat them. Imagining the experience that potato has is getting cooked from the outside. I don't know why. Every single place in Europe we went to put a lemon in my Coke. I wanted to try a Coke in each country. I was like, you're all trying to get rid of these lemons. I mean, weirdly enough, bro, in South Africa as well, some farmers literally put hundreds of thousands of tons of lemons just like on the dirt for the wildlife and elephants to eat and mostly step on. So maybe I'm gonna chug some water because like I feel like there's gravel inside of me. Such a weird to say, but that's exactly the way it feels like. It feels like I swallowed some dirt. I just told you, Joy Vive, the nightmare was experiencing like coming back to my plants and my humidity domes have blown away. That was the extent of the nightmare, right? And the same nightmares I've had before in different contexts, right? Like one of my nightmares was, the whole worm snake. The whole worm snake boring into my skin, right? I had that same sense of, what the fuck? What the hell is happening? How do I cope with this? But only with the humidity domes, So my point is, I feel like psychically, my mind is in such my mind is at such a state of ease that the catastrophized version of my reality, it gets as worse as my humidity domes blowing away. Right? That's kind of like the trip for me, at least. That's the thing in the South where they put peanuts. Peanuts, I've heard about that as well. I think I saw one of my YouTuber friends, right? I'm calling him friend, even though he doesn't know who I am, but he's one of my friends. He just doesn't know about it. We tested that actually, the peanuts and Coke, and apparently it does work. When God gives you lemons, you throw them out in the field. Yeah, exactly. Peanuts and what now? Sam, yes, they do that. No, I didn't, and won't try it because it's a textual nightmare to me. I get it. I have convinced the little family to try pineapple with the skin, or at least Louise have tried pineapple with the skin, mango with the skin. Max also tried mango with the skin. And also I made myself like a sandwich with peanut butter and a beef patty in the middle. And like the looks I got was like, again, like I had three heads, Joyvi. But don't knock it till you try it. Peanut butter on a burger works. It actually does. It tastes good even. Doesn't even work, you know. I do it again. I'm gonna do it again. That depends, Simon. Where are you currently picturing? What are you currently picturing? I don't think she sees me. John's mom is back. Simon say that shit in Texas, and 30-pound old boy is gonna give you a talking to feller. I think I just looked into a bright spot. I think the sun bounced off of the car and like it put a spot in my field of vision. Peanuts and what now? Prefer 360. Simon is like, that's joke's on you, Duck Dad. That's my type. Bless you, Simon. Okay. I am going to vaporize some sour diesel with the intention of adapting to this potentially a little bit harsher air. Thank you, universe. To me, the interesting thing about this strain is how sure I am that I have in fact inhaled some THC. Right, and I'm now also trying to and beginning to, I guess, identify what they call the gassy terpene profile. Hello, Tani Charlene. Goed aan jezelf? Ek is nog bietjie besig op te stream, Tannie, maar gaan binnekort klaar wees. Ek kom nou in. Ek sê ek kom nou binne, Tannie. Did you put cheese on that peanut butter? No, no cheese. It was very basic. It was like low effort. Peanut butter on like sliced bread, patty in the middle. Yeah, sliced bread. I love cheese and peanut butter and hamburgers. How dare you make me so intensely hate all three at the same time? Don't knock it until you try it, Sam. Have you eaten mango skins? No? Yeah, that's good as well. Have you eaten kiwi skins? No? Also good. Try eating the skins, right? Try eating the burger with the peanut butter. It's not bad. I won't lie to you, right? 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 I won't lie to you. Not me. I'm going to pull a card. It's just getting to be that time. You people and your torture. Are you peopling us right now? Yay. We never had burger buns unless it was a special occasion. Growing up, my dad said white bread is just the same and half the price. I mean, realistically speaking, Duck Dad, we had burgers like that yesterday as well. We had an egg, we had some cheese, and we had a burger patty and some sliced bread and then we put it in the panini maker, right? The flat Foreman grill, repping the Foreman grill brand, basically. And it was nice, you know. I wasn't feeling like I was missing anything. In fact, it was less bread, so I was gaining less carbohydrates by not eating burger buns. Yeah, boom. You know, it's all a frame of reference. Me being your dad, the duck dad. Come on, little duck dad. You're gaining less carbohydrates. You look back at dad. Dad, I'm a growing little boy. I need the carbohydrates, he says. No more mango skin talk. Eat the mango skins. Eat like I'll. You know what? I'm feeling extra cheeky today, so I'm gonna get someone to open for me. They locked me outside. Hallo, hallo. Oopmaak asseblief. Yay. Yay. Perfecte mundo. Dankie. Nee, dis reg, dankie Tannie. Nee, het vinnig opgemaak. Voordat ek by die hekkel was, is hy oop gewees. Ons praat weer oor mango skille eet, Tannie. Mense sê ek moet nie dit sê nie. Nou wil ek 'n punt maak. Ja, asseblief, Tannie. As ten minste klaar mooi gesny ook. Baie lekker, Tannie. Net ongelooflik warm vandag. Liewe genade. Gaan hulle begin kyk waar hulle die goeders wil opsit, Tannie?
Kan sien, laat ek hoor wat sê hulle aan.
Yes. So I bought myself 2 different varieties of mangoes. These ones are like apple sized. The other ones are more like, I want to say mango sized. The traditional mango that you would only be able to put your fingers around if you were using 2 hands. Yeah. Back again. Right? That's so nice. I rarely eat on stream. You know this about me. Eat the mangoes with the skins, please. It's really nice, I promise. Never had burger buns. Bless you again, bro. I prefer the burger on toasted sourdough bread rather than a bun. Yeah, same. Toasted sourdough bread is definitely better. I do want to make that short. I should. I'm beginning to understand why I don't eat on stream. Goodness. Wasn't I just talking about, I don't care what people think about... I have to do it that way. Look at how rich that is. Yeah. On day 1133, Mango eats a mangy. Yeah. Thank you, Joby. Thank you. This one is one Mom gave me. It's one of the ones she had like in the cupboard somewhere. The mango I ate this morning was green, and Zoe threw it on the floor. Zoe is a savage. Like, what is this thing? To be honest, I sympathize. I sympathize with Zoe. I'm gonna have to take Zoe's side on this one. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Joe. What is this non-ripe mango? To be honest, if the skin isn't also completely colored, like if the skin is green, the skin also doesn't taste good. And it has to be colored, you know, for me to want to eat it this way. My friend have a pup named Zoe, and they call her Zobug. We like calling Zoe Zoburb, you know, so I feel like the Zoe is coming through twice. Zoe said, F your mangoes, F your green mangoes, which is understandable. Stop, please, look away. Like, you're sitting in front of the camera, Mel. I am the one doing it. But now you can see where I'm going with the whole eating the mango so aggressively that the mango juice like gets stuck in my eyebrows. And I have. One of the things I like doing is after I strip the pit, I'll like get the goo on my hands, and you can put it on your face as well. Your skin loves it. You better hear this. This is a rare occasion. It ain't happening anytime soon again. It might happen in a short, but this is too much. Because I can feel you watching me right now. In a short, at least, you know, the feeling will be more passive. No, please. Okay. Mango done. I'm gonna wash my hands. I want mango goo myself right now. I feel like that would be a little bit excess. New experiences to be had, right? So many new experiences to be had. And this too. Yeah, bro, Simon, I felt that way, bro. I felt like I was being an adult content creator, dude, in a weird way. It was causing me some turmoil. I will not lie. Crusted is large, love is true. Very typical of Zoburb. He said, F that green apples and eats everything else. I tried to give him to. Zoburb doesn't know how good he has it. Some people will just feed their parrots pebbles or whatever. Video is too bad. Quality to see. Mango juice listening on your brows from mango to mangon. I love that. Okay. Let's see which card we get to pull today. This one. Gaia Grid. Respecting each other's choices, but not each other's reasoning. Right? All of us are a part of this Gaia Grid. Card number 58 indeed. What was your guess again? 39. You're getting closer to the number. I mean, still only like 20 away. Give or take. Let's read what it means. The fact that I ate a mango before I read this card. Like a literal gem that grows into the earth. Beautifully orange. Taste of myrcene. Weirdly enough, myrcene is a terpene you find a lot in marijuanas as well. So I wonder, is it the myrcene that I like? Or is it the weed or the mango that I like? Hey Google, what are the medical benefits of myrcene, the terpene? I don't even know if there is. Bah. It's spelled myrcene as Miraseen. Nay, that is not how you spell myrcene. Medical benefits of the terpene. I want to call it bad user design. Instead of having the like, yeah, go ahead search button directly next to my text, like it's on every other search algorithm, it has a clear button. So I just like watch myself type out the freaking thing and then instantly clear it again. Bruh. The human experience. Myrcene, the terpene, medical benefits. Yeah, having bad internet makes me feel stupid, weirdly enough. I know that I'm not. I'm just trying to absorb this feeling I'm feeling right now. I'm trying to imagine, you know, like the eventuality of the future where all of us are pretty much infinitely connected to the internet. And by the extension of that, infinitely connected to everything. And then not having that infinite connection. Technically, you always do, right? You're always infinitely connected in this moment. But the internet just makes it feel a little bit more tangible, right? You can do this and then the internet backs at you. Tomorrow's stream topic is the internet is not entertainment. The internet is immortality. So I'm looking forward to that one as well. Myrcene, the terpene. Benefits, let me know. Myrcene can increase barbiturate sleeping time, demonstrating the terpene's probability as a sedative. In high amounts, they may sedate and decrease locomotion. Anti-inflammatory effects. Researchers have found that the myrcene had anti-inflammatory properties on the cells while it slows damage and disease progression. Well, I didn't know that, but of course, all of those things. The fact that it would help me sleep is the one thing that I also need. I have a hard time with that. And demonstrating the terpene's possibilities as a sedative. I do sometimes need to be a little bit sedated. Just a wee bit. Right? This amount. Just a moment. There's a little bit of THC left in here. When I opened my little chamber, it was still green. To you Dynavap users out there, who knows what that means? It means I still have some candy left in the jar. I'm going to open my chat again, see where we are. We still haven't read this card, you know. You might have forgotten what it even looks like. I haven't forgotten. I'm just grateful for Mama Gaia's medicine. Like myrcene. The fact that the marijuana plant can grow that terpene as well. Man, makes me so stoked. I'm getting Starlink soon. Soon. We've already bought and paid for the unit. We're just waiting for the people to arrive with the product. Here is the person that's going to check our securities. Blessings. I want to go up, but the Tani has already met him. Okay. Mangon. Simon also liked that one. One more time. Bro, I put the card underneath the deck, didn't I? I did. One more time. Luxy Luxy. Gaia Grid. All of us are infinitely connected. The internet is just an extension of it. Is my book wet right now? Why? Oh, it might just be my pants. With all of the water that dripped off of my scarf, actually. Problem solved. Crisis averted. Earth, wisdom, fellowship. Okay, so before I read this card, I want to share some bias again with you. Yesterday I shared it, but I want to share it again before I read this because it feels like it's going to be an affirmation of this thing that I'm sharing. I feel, and if you look at the rock, we are literally living on a crystal right now. All of it's crystal structure rock, right? That had to be broken. And if you crumble it, it literally turns to quartz, right? Like clear quartz. So this is like actual crystal we're sitting on. Several cultural traditions identify energetic grids within our planet. Gaia is the consciousness of Mother Earth, here seen holding the planetary grid in her bountiful lap. The Earth grid, or Gaia grid, is associated with geomancy, ley lines, and the unified field theory. This geometry is most often represented as a dodecahedron and embodies fellowship, community, and our collective consciousness. Highly activated vortices and sacred sites abound at places where these geometries intersect. Migration routes and tectonic shifts move along these paths of energy. By pulling this card, you are asked to view the way energy moves and to observe the choices in your life that strengthen or diminish that energy. Bruh. Respecting choices versus respecting reasoning. I'm going to read that one again. By pulling this card, you are asked to view the way energy moves and to observe the choices in your life that strengthen or diminish your energy. What brings you to your fullest potential and where does that happen? There are places where you will feel comfort. You know what? Despite me making this mistake twice, I still feel comfortable with you, friends. And usually I would want to disappear when I embarrass myself, right? That feeling of like, no. Once again, there are places where you will feel comfortable and those that may seem to sap your power. As you choose a home on the planet and unite with Earth wisdom, you will activate your place on the planetary grid and realize resonance with the spirit of place. Fellowship can be seen as a means of connecting you through personal contact, travel, or technology to the people and information that will show you exactly what you need to learn and experience at this moment in time. Yow! That makes me happy. Melty dodecahedron. You should never feel embarrassed in front of us. And I don't. That's the thing. That is actually the thing, Kristen. You friends do make me feel so seen and so loved and so safe. that I actually don't have to feel embarrassed when I make mistakes. Because you have seen me, you have seen so many different versions of me, and you will see infinitely more, right? If I had to start getting embarrassed, I would not, right? That is the other side of the fractal saw. You know what this means? Let me just see if it's already +5 gained. Yeah. I can hear the noise. You can hear it even louder now, probably. I'm gonna go and sit in that little... I don't know if the spot is gonna be the good one again. I'm gonna sit against that little tree there. I feel like it has something to tell me. Do I have it in the shot? Yeah, I do. My good old content creator brain being like, oh yeah, yesterday I almost made the mistake, right? Showing you too much dirt and not enough tree. Thank you, friends, for tuning in with me. John convinced me to buy a drum yesterday. Again. Yeah, it's done. It's already done. There is a drum on its way. It's like a... It's not another djembe, no. You know, the djembe is great, but it is... cumbersome. I think that's a good way to say it. Because one, it needs to be angled in a certain way for the sound to come out of it properly. Two, it needs to be tuned regularly. Three, it only has so many notes, right? You can only have so much range with your djembe. And then the weight of it as well, the space that it takes. So John doesn't tend to start playing music with me. He has a gig the 24th, and he wants me to be there with him playing this drum box. Your friends will see it when it gets here. I have gotten past the point where I feel I'm trying to fight, you know, to fight the music. Why am I fighting the music? I make music every day with you friends, and still I'm like, I don't want to make more music. Even more music? Isn't that too much music to be making? Nay. You were apparently easy to convince when it comes to drums. Melt and his money are easily parted. It's true, unfortunately, Joy V. Especially if it's things that I believe can bring more love into the world, right? Like if I can bring like a second worth of joy into someone's heart by playing my drum, that is worth it, right? Surely it's worth it. And I believe that I will bring more than a second, so then it's extra worth it. Worth it 2, worth it 3. And this is the little tree that wanted to speak to me. I'm gonna lay against it while I play the kalimba. mosquito dare try and eat my flesh, I killed him. I killed him. How dare you, mosquito? I was in a groove, and then I feel a sudden sting on my foot. See a mosquito half full. How how fucking dare you? um, Loving patience. There we go. Our kalimba has been played. Man, the unbearable itch I feel on my foot right. A wild melt appears, ready for battle. Mosquito Slayer. Okay, read the final comments and then I'm going to say goodbye. Ali's here today. Hey friend, it's nice to see you. You've brought us so many seconds of joy in our hearts. He's here daily. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for making it so clear, right? Empirically, emphatically. Is emphatically the right word? Undisputably. Literally, we've had joy for more than 1 second in this space. Shell is here too. Bless you, friend. It's nice having you. I'm back and I'm sweaty. You beat them drums. I was summoned by the mention of my favorite fruit ever, mangoes. I don't know what you're talking about, Ali. What are mangoes? Do you know what mangoes are? Are mangoes good? Tell me about these mangoes. No. Okay, our goodbye message has been sent. Thank you, Jovan. Have the most delightful day, everyone. You're for realsers. So super duper and very bigly revered, majestic Meltmore. And all of you so very admirably, courageously, humbly, graciously, politely, civilly, attentively, gallantly, recognizingly, obeisantly, veneratingly, authentically wholesome humanimal creatures, hearing out the reasoning and respecting the choices. Love is true. Thank you, Jia, for blessing us with your message as well, for letting us all feel loved and their skin's right. The summons are so mosquitoes. I have a special suit. Bro, I need to have my techno suit already. I want my techno suit to instantly identify when a mosquito lands on me and sumo wrestle it to the ground. Yeah, like a small little version of me that's made of nanobots is going to assemble directly next to that directly next to that mosquito. Maybe the spider too. Why not? Maybe even I don't have to make a small little version of me. I can make a little spider. Right? Knocks down dead mosquitoes. Right? I have all the reason to hate mosquitoes. Mosquitoes are #1 human killer. Right? #1. There's no other animal, no other thing that kills as many people as the freaking mosquitoes. I'll go to battle against the mosquitoes. They're already going to battle against them, fortunately. They're giving them viruses so they don't carry certain sicknesses. That's what we're doing right now, at least. Eventually, we're going to, my hope at least, and we have done ecological studies. We can technically get away with killing all the mosquitoes on Earth. We can get away with it, technically speaking. However, the better option might be to just almost like interbreed the current blood drinking mosquitoes with the type of species that actually eat all of their calories in their larval state. In other words, there will be mosquitoes, but they won't have any need to actually bite animals and drink their blood. All of the energy they'll ever need for their whole life cycle to the point of laying eggs will be stored. Some of them can drink pollen as well, though. But anyway, right? But they can be stored from their larval state. So they're little squishy worms, eating as much as they can, turn into mosquitoes, find a mate, lay eggs, eat as much as they can. So we can just stop the mosquitoes from biting us at least. I wouldn't have that big of a problem with mosquitoes if they're out there. But the fact that it identified my foot, right, and then drilled his little apparatus inside my body to hit a vein, and then injected me with an anesthesia that makes me not feel his bite, and then that anesthesia is an allergic reaction in my body that causes me to be inflamed. That's like so many yikeses at the same time, bro. Like it causes me visceral anger. Like it because I understand, right? Like, I feel like maybe this is Mama Gaia's way of like schooling me the opposite of what I've been saying the whole stream, right? That you might respect a person's choice, but you don't respect their reasoning, right? However, I respect the mosquito's reasoning because its reasoning is I need to eat food to go and lay my eggs, right? And I happen to be the food it wants to eat. So I understand the reasoning. I don't respect the choice. I don't want you to come and bite me, right? I don't want you to have that choice. Fuck. Thank you, universe. I'm absorbing the lesson. I'm gonna try and forget it. I don't. I use Deep Woods mosquito repellent in my backyard. I'm their favorite food. I swear, it's brutal. Bless you. May you not get mosquitoed. Bless you. No mosquitoes for you today. Not a single mosquito will come across your body. See you again next Mango Munchkin stream. Bless. Love is true. Thank you, friends. Just wait until you kill all the mosquitoes on Earth and find out they were God all along, bro. That would be hilarious. I mean, the fact that I articulated that whole, the universe schooling me in reverse, maybe, Doug Ted. If you could get rid of the mosquitoes, I could move back to a humid climate, yeah. Yeah, I'll just get a suit, I'll have a suit that stops them from actually getting to my skin. They need to figure out how to make an anesthetic that they can put on medical needles so you don't feel them. I mean, you're gonna have to get a needle, like it's a penetration thing. I'm sorry, right? Like if it's a salve, it might only go skin deep kind of vibe, right? Where if it's an anesthetic, proper anesthetic, if you're going to drive a needle into your arm, that's a large surface area it's going to travel across. So you're going to have to put another needle in your arm to administer the anesthetic, to not feel the needle, right? So now my mind is just going to like progressively smaller needles and then scaling up slowly but surely, So it like at first it's just like a little, like a scratch, and then it's like microporous, and then it's like micro needles, and then it's like, it could be done. It could be done. Day 1003. No, stop. Don't you? Why would you do that? You freaking duck that. Yes. Yes. I just refuse to move out of the humid climate. Can't let the mosquitoes win. Yeah, Ellie. We're going to stand our ground. This is our humid environment. Thank you very much, mosquitoes. I bless you, friends. You can also move to a cold climate if you are really anti-mosquitoes. I'm sending you friends blessings. Thank you for joining me, for consciously evolving, for learning how to listen to reason and respect choices, understanding their reasons, and not respecting their choices as well. And then understanding their choices but not respecting their reasons. Yeah. Yeah, it goes round and round in my brain right now. I love you, friends. Thank you for joining me for this. Have a good day. I'll see you again tomorrow. Okay? Cheers. Goodbye, dear friends.